Yeah, you know, I took a walk down that dirt road to a house that's falling apart. You know, I went to see that voodoo girl cooking soup in a broth of hearts. You know, and her potions came over me like the sea under an Antarctic morning. You know, I took a statue from a garden and a bug from a jar. Made it past the iron gate, down that lilac tree trail to my car. And the potions came over me like the sea under an Antarctic morning.
Launch is an idea I had where we take a week or maybe longer to build somebody's startup and have that be a full dedicated week where there's no interruptions, there's no obligations, family obligations that you need to attend to. And that gives customers like a fixed budget and fixed time, and the only thing they need to adjust is scope.
Well, the 1 week is a little scary. I think it's cool to focus on something for 1 week, especially get multiple team members focusing 1 week on one project. It's hard when you're consulting to, bother one of your teammates and they might be working on another project, things like that. So it is pretty cool to have, have the entire team just kind of focus on one project at a time. So.
And if these guys can't deliver in a week, what happens?
Oh, I have no doubts, man. I have no doubts.
doubts.
Not at all. Not with these guys.
We wanted to find an Airbnb that was close, but far away enough away from our families. So we looked at Ann Arbor, we looked at Devil's Lake, and I looked in Detroit because I like Detroit. But I'm not familiar with Detroit, so I'm not familiar with the areas. And Airbnb showed the inside of the house, and it looked old, but there's lots of room. So we got it. And when it pulled up, it's a little sketchy area. The neighborhood's not bad. It's just in the neighborhood itself is just not in a good neighborhood.
Jamie, how far was Skid Row from the place when we were driving back to the place today?
0.8 miles. First of all, I got a ghost. I could be a paranormal investigator if I wanted to. Immediately, I felt the spirits when I walked in. Dude, that was so nice. It's a nice little work area. Shotgun. No! All right. That's fine because when the bullets come in, you'll get her first. Dude, this place is haunted as Look at that. Dude, this place is haunted as But then when we walked up to the top floor, holy dude. Let Don do that. Look it. Oh my God. I did the same thing, dude. I thought it was real too. First day was we were behind because we couldn't check into 3. So we went to casino for Starbucks. It's slow in the beginning because you're setting up. You forget about all the things you have to set up and frameworks you have to add.
They're going to authenticate with Facebook. I'm going to get a token. I'm going to get a username. I'm going to then send you that token.
Let's not worry about that right now. Let's just worry about the happy path.
Oh, so they hit token. They hit sign up. I'm just going to give you a token.
You're just going to give me a token.
What's that?
Put it in the thing.
Second day was very fast, but productive wise, we were way behind yesterday, but we worked so hard. So second day was a little rough. Day two feels like a real continuation of day one. So, you know, I hate Jamie more and more every day.
Don's an idiot. No, I've worked with Don in other capacities as a developer, but never as like an iOS developer and me as the backend developer. So this is the first time we're actually working together, which is scary, but it's going really good so far. You know, we're neighbors and we've known each other for a long time, so we've kind of got I don't know, a brotherly dynamic where we just make fun of each other all day. So it's fun. We may kill each other by the end of the week, but that's okay. We'll finish the project at least. Yeah, day two, we knew we had to make up a lot of ground, and Brian, our customer, found an article that we're dependent on Facebook groups for this application, and they deprecated the groups some time ago. It was also dated March 30th, 2015.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
But
Without
so
getting a
what-
major
what-
chink in the.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does what mean?
I mean, they're talking about they deprecated some of the group API functionality going to version 2.0. That's why it was March of 2015.
Well, they have that API, the user groups, that was deprecated. Now they have that scope of user managed groups. I think they just deprecated the old way of posting in groups.
When I was looking at the user managed group, it sounds like there's permission if you own the group, but not if you're a member of the group. That's what I got for the user managed groups when I was looking through that.
But we did make up a lot of time. We worked until like 4.
Actually, it's a very team conducive house though, because we're afraid to be alone. So,
Right.
So we always have like a buddy. We have the buddy system. So like when we're working late, we need the buddy to work with us late because nobody wants to be like downstairs alone. Whenever you start a project, you have a very high hope threshold, and reality is a lot different than you can kind of predict. So you're always going to run into some kind of problem. So always, one of the problems running into this project is, the easy things sometimes you'll just run into, maybe like getting data from a server, which should be, something we do all the time and is fairly easy to do. You'll run into some glitch. Every time I ask Don if it's finished, he says it's finished. It's not finished. But then an hour later, he'll say, well, I still have like 1 Pomodoro left to do. That's not true. Jamie's, first of all, he's probably one of the best programmers I've ever met. So he's pretty cool to work with. He's fun, he's entertaining. He's also what I always like to call a prima donna. He's very OCD about things. So he's been working really hard this week, I know, to not question, details of code. Maybe you shouldn't copy and paste code like you do all the time. Maybe there's a better way. You ready? I even copy and paste my own code. So do you think I should type up new stuff all the time? Listen, if you're copy and pasting code, it's not a good thing. Why? Tell me. Give me a reason. Because you duplicate code. Oh, I'm copying and pasting from other sources. Things I've done in other apps. Yesterday, you connected to the user. You take one experience, dude. It's the only experience. Not one, the only. If my family's watching, I'd like to say that I love them. If I don't make it back, I killed them. Don killed me, or Marianne.
The way we originally looked at it was, so we got 5 days. How can we get this, app and kind of prove the concept that this works, that it's not just another click and list app? And so that there was a lot of back and forth on what needed to really happen to still get that core functionality that shows off its differences, but at the same time, not overburden these guys so much that they're gonna run out into traffic. So I'm hoping they don't.
So we decided to nix that feature.
No more groups?
Not the whole API, right?
No, not the whole thing. No more groups. We just can't do it. Technically, we just can't do it.
That was going to be a big thing in the...
Yeah, so he's gonna. Brian's gonna talk to us. He's got some test users and see what they think before we. See if there's another way we can group people together. Maybe we could use Pinterest or LinkedIn or just use groups with email.
I'll tell you right now, nobody uses LinkedIn.
I'm telling you, pretty much. Yeah, there's one person that uses LinkedIn.
In this house?
There might be two. I don't know if Mauve uses it. But
Yeah, I like Moth. I mean, not personally. I like them.
I'm actually going to. I'm going to recommend her for Agile software in LinkedIn. We're not going to make the deadline of today. So we're trying to finish up kind of the main functionality of the app and get it on in test flight for him to kind of take a look at. Our time limit kind of went over our estimates. We're way off.
And how much longer will it be, you think, to finish the whole thing?
On my end, a day.
And
Probably 10 minutes. No, I think, let's see, it'll probably be a couple days. With commenting and stuff, I don't know. Actually, most of the stuff is the engine. Yeah, I would say probably a couple days.
It's good. Didn't get as much done as we hoped. But we got this.
It's my line. Trademark. 2011.
Don might kill himself. No, it's good.
It'd be murder-suicide.
But we probably have 2 more days worth of work a piece.
this is the first time you do this, right?
Yeah, first time.
Yep.
So we learned a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you thinking of doing more of these?
I am.
Yeah,
Don?
I'm gonna need
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna need some recuperation time.
Yeah, you definitely can't do these. You definitely can't do these 2 in a row or 2 weeks in a row. So my plan
Remember
is
at the beginning, I was like, dude, yeah, we can just do those other launches back to back,
yeah.
or even a multiple week. And you're like, no, I think 1 week would be enough.
Yeah, it's like a whole
Multiple
week of
week
just.
could you imagine 2 weeks?
No, I'm gonna throw up. But my plan is to do one in November and then one in December, and then maybe do two starting in January if I can get it.
Stay tuned for next week for that's a different scratch that.
So
See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.
So we plan on doing some more of these. So we'll see you next time.
If Jamie's alive.